understanding, there was an emergency call in the town of Watts, Krogan, and the emergency vehicles showed up, but our highway department was working on a bridge, and they were unable to get to the other side of the bridge where a gentleman was having cardiac arrest. And John and Warren, who were on site, happened to know where the gentleman lived. They were on the other side of the bridge. They ran down to the house of the gentleman and were the first ones on the scene and performed CPR while the ambulance had to go around the bridge work and get to the other side.
Just hold on.
All right, you got.
I'll correct you. They were actually able to get through. They were just on their way.
Gotcha. Okay.
And so I just asked the question, if the ambulance is coming through, why is it coming through? And they said, well, there's a gentleman that is having went into cardiac arrest, and I just asked, well, where is this happening? And they told me what house it was at, and I see the little boy standing in the road, so that's when I took off. But traffic was still going through, and they didn't have to go around. I just wanna, they were able to get through. It's just, so I took off, and Warren was right on my heels with a pickup. And so we went into the house, and he was
non-responsive.
He was done.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we were digging up one lane at a time, and we had one lane open with flaggers on the scene. And John was up on one end, I was kind of up by the great hall, and my pager went off, so I wasn't hearing quite what went off on the pager, only that we had an ambulance call. So I walked away from the ambulance and the great hall, and then they get toned out the fire department. So then I heard what it was, and they told us what road it was by, and so I just told the flaggers to clear the roadway, that we had ambulance personnel and fire department coming up through.
And you guys performed
And then at that point,
CPR.
we both kind of, John started and I started, and we went through the door about the same time. And the daughter was performing CPR at the time, and so then we just kind of took over. And
You both knew CPR, and
yeah.
Yes.
good for you guys. That's really good.
And
And the guy's doing okay?
He's doing real good.
He's doing really good.
Yeah, came back 100%.
Fantastic.
Well done, guys.
Yeah. Very selfless act.
I was really surprised when I heard he came back 100%. It wasn't very good. It all up going out.
You were surprised because of the condition you found him in?
It was not good.
Yeah.
But it does work. This is
Yeah.
obvious, yeah.
I'm a believer now.
Did you get your training here at the county, Ken?
We do it here, but I took it before I worked here. But I took CPR in other places, and first aid. But I highly recommend that it continues to happen here at where we work, because you always need to be reminded on what to do, and it's just important.
Bob McKenzie does
Yeah.
a class with the highway
Yeah.
guys every year.
Where'd you get yours, Warren?
The first one I got through the fire department.
Yeah.
And then after that, I started organizing it through the towns, and we got the towns and the counties through the Highway Association doing it, Superintendent's Association. And so I used to organize that every 2 years to get that done through Bob and Emergency Management Group. So
Excellent.
we were doing that.
Congratulations. I know
Steve,
you're
if this-
uncomfortable, John, but
Well, I see Steve over here. I'm out of the corner of my eye writing. And I would just like to say that that the family that was there, if they didn't do what they did, then they're the heroes.
Yeah, my daughter definitely, she found him and she started CPR. I mean, if she hadn't have done that, it would have been another probably 3 minutes before we got there. She definitely started the process and kept the oxygen flowing in his body. So we just took over when we got there.
And how
I
long
think
were you
played
guys
an
on?
integral part. I truly do.
How long were you guys on
She's
scene
the same.
before? the EMS showed
Oh,
up?
probably 8 minutes, I'm thinking. I don't
Yeah.
know. It's time.
Probably seemed like an eternity.
Not really. I mean, because you're
Focused.
you're focused so on doing what you're doing. And I know what Rich Knight came in with the defibrillator unit, and we were still doing CPR as he hooked it up, and we stood back and zapped him, and I went back doing CPR again, so didn't bring him around. And it zapped him again, and went back doing CPR again, and John was doing the breaths, and so we kept it up until the paramedics came in, and they hooked their equipment up, and it was checked again and he started a little bit of short breaths coming around, and he started coming on his own. And when they got him hooked up on with all this paramedics deal, he was pretty much coming around, so that's good.
Boy, that must have been a good feeling for you guys when you
Yeah.
saw those first short breaths, wasn't
Oh
it?
yeah.
Yeah, he's a friend of mine, so.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That makes it twice as hard,
Yeah.
I would think.
yeah.
Yep.
Well, I bet you'll have a lasting
Oh, yeah.
friend.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never thought I'd be that close to his face.
And don't really want to again.
Good job, guys.
You know I'm quoting you on that, Johnny.
What's that?
You know
Oh,
I'm
don't
quoting
quote me
you
on
that.
that. No,
You know
there's
you
some
like-
things, Steve, we need to leave out.
Yeah, but
John-
you're on film and saying that.
Oh,
Oh,
There goes that.
all right.
Hey, you guys should be
We
in
are.
there.
I'm just happy everything turned out as well as
Yeah.
it did, and we came out of it. You know, it's just a good thing.
And
You're in the right place at the right time, and our training.
Well, you
was-
stepped up, guys, and that, you're to be applauded, Miss Attorney said. Fabulous.
All right, get back to me.
You can have the
Okay.
day off,
John would
guys.
be perfectly happy to just keep
I'm
it
all right
there.
with that.
I just gave him the day off. Can I get a second?
I won't take it.
John won't. Neither will Warren.
No, we got too much going on.